is the lies that we've been sold. Is this a worthy sacrifice? Great war, and I cannot take more. Great score, I keep on marching on. I play the great score, there will be no encore. Great war, the war to end all wars.
Do you spend most of your time on shit you don't care about? Do you look at your schedule and think, what the fuck is all this? Are you so tired after finishing the average day at work that you barely have time or energy for the people who make your life worthwhile? How the fuck did we get here? Who's to blame for all this? Capitalism? Communism? Nah, dude. It's this. This right here. But wait, I hear you ask. How are the Google image search results for my first day at work somehow to blame for the general alienation of modern life? Surely a more likely culprit would be capitalism, or maybe communism. Nah, dude. It's this. Not work. Work is cool. But this thing we call employment is the reason why you spend most of your waking hours, and thus most of your life, with anyone except your favorite people in the world. And you know what that is? That's fucking retarded. So let's not blame commutism or capitalism. Maybe instead we should blame any person or anything that asks you to spend most of your waking hours around any group of people who isn't at least mostly your favorite people in the world. Why blame that? You know why. Because spending your life that way is fucking retarded. Here's the deal. The original promise of socialism was to help the workers. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, and all that. The original promise of capitalism was freedom, life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, and all that. And yet, over time, both systems gradually became something which, for lack of a better term, we'll call fucking retarded. They're both fucking retarded. They didn't start that way, but that's what they are now. Here's how they got retarded. The original sin of socialism was trying to help the workers by using laws and bureaucracy rather than by using, actual real humans. Specific ones, like your best friends and family, voluntarily. You can't bureaucratize love, bitch, come on. The original sin of capitalism was that it didn't have the balls or the charisma or the courage of its convictions to articulate how and why the socialists fucked up, and to do that in a way where the youth of each era would actually understand. So capitalism and its big wallet little dick energy didn't lobby to get capitalism as a system taught in the schools, or the media, or the government, or arts, or in film. Sure, there was propaganda, but it was shitty propaganda. And the youth can recognize shitty propaganda when they see it. So the youth didn't get it. The youth got fucking tricked. Tricked into thinking this shit was cool. And each era when the youth grew up and became the masses didn't get it. That's how capitalism became a thing that only a few people do. Mostly the kind of people who care a lot about money. And that's the most boring motherfuckers in the world. But until you understand capitalism as well as they do, you'll likely remain on the path of the employee, that depressing situation of sociocultural suffocation, where you spend your days doing shit that does not matter to you. With people you didn't choose. Random people who got introduced to you by some other rando on your first day of work. And sure, those random people, they're usually pretty nice too. Because most human beings are pretty fucking great. But you didn't choose them, and they didn't choose you. And that's why you don't want to get out of bed. I mean, sure, the people at the office are plenty nice to you, but with friends of convenience, there's only so much you can do. So as nice as they are, you're not actually comfortable letting them know all the stuff that goes on inside your head. After all, you got some really weird thoughts inside there. We all know that stuff doesn't belong at work. But inside, you're different. You have secrets. You're unusual. You're diverse. Now, even though both sides are constantly ejaculating all over themselves about how much they claim to love something called diversity, don't get confused. They're not talking about you. Sorry if we got your hopes up. It's not really their fault. Don't blame them. They just misheard. They thought you said diversity. When the right and the left both agreed, woohoo, diversity, they didn't mean we love you or it's okay to be you. They didn't mean I want to hear all those wild new subversive thoughts and feels inside you. They thought you said diversity. So they went, diving? Woohoo, diversity, let's go diving. They're not interested in you. You're going to have to stay professional and keep being lonely. We can't have you being your real self out in work and school and life. It's not their fault. Don't blame them. They just want to go diving. They fucking love diving, these guys. Oh, man. But it's a shame you have to hide all that stuff inside, you know? The inside of your head is a fascinating place. You deal with a lot of shit no one else ever sees. There will come a day when you feel crushed by the burden of modern life, and your bright spirit will fade before a growing emptiness. When that happens, you'll be ready for this gift. What gift? The secret of what capitalism and entrepreneurship really are. Want to know the answer? It's simple. Follow me. Next episode, go!